Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Way of the Brush. With me, your host, Kris, aka Mini Wargamer Kris, aka The Name Butcher, aka Hey You, Get Off My Lawn. Way of the Brush, the most informative 120 minutes on the internet on the wargaming lifestyle. We'll talk about painting, terrain, conversions, and everything under the sun. Usually delves into a lot of painting talk, as well as a lot of what's under the sun, meaning, you know, no topics barred. We'll talk about anything, so feel free to ask whatever question comes to your mind, be it painting related or conversions or whatever. Whatever, it doesn't matter. This show is really all about you guys. I wouldn't do the show if it wasn't for your questions and your emails. And so, you know, again, this is your time to ask me things, and you know, I like to think I'm an open book, and so, you know, feel free to ask me whatever you like. Of course, speaking of emails, if you are attending live and you want to ask a question, ask it in the chat. And of course, you know, I myself will get to it, or the monkeys. But otherwise, you can send an email to Kris@miniwargaming.com. It'll be in the description below, as well as links to wayofthebrush.com, which is the central hub of all this silliness. It's links to the Facebook, to the Discord, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook? Did I already say Facebook? Yeah, and some other stuff in there as well. And of course, you can also get yourself a t-shirt, kind of like this one. And of course, there's another one too with little monkey design like you see over here. Where's the little monkey? There's the little monkey. If you like that little monkey guy, you can also get a t-shirt with him on there as well. And you know, it helps support the cause, and you know, and of course, if you do buy a shirt, send a picture of yourself in it for the Monkey Shrine, which is also on wayofthebrush.com. There's a little page in there, Monkey Shrine, and it's a picture of all you guys in your shirts. And so it's just, you know, it's just something fun, something, you know, hilarious, and you know, I've been trying to keep it going for quite a while. Of course, you know, I don't know if everybody's shy or what, but nobody sent me any pictures of themselves in a bit, so, you know, I'm gonna have to go around and whoop some behinds, I think. Of course, another way you can support Way of the Brush is Patreon. I want to give big thanks to my Patreon supporters, as really they are the ones who keep this going. And you know, of course, everything costs money these days. You know, the program to stream this, the cameras, and keep upkeep on the website. And so, again, I want to thank my patrons. So, and of course, if you want to join Patreon, help me make this the best show possible, feel free to head over there. I only charge my patrons for Way of the Brush. I do produce other videos, but I only ever charge for Way of the Brush because that's the platform which I'm advertising it. So there you go. Was that it for our usual spiel in the beginning? Yeah. And so who's joining us? Speaking of monkeys, I've got Pixel Hobo and George Hints over on Twitch. Hiya, aka Monkey Lord. Pixel Hobo. Patreon. Yeah, Patreon. I have a Patreon. I was reluctant to do a Patreon, but I did it. And, you know, people have been supporting it, and people have been positive about it. So, and it's been good. You know, it's paid for a lot of upgrades. So, I always give thanks to the... And I also... There's also... Oh, yeah, I forgot. Ooh, tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Check your calendars. Tomorrow, we are doing our paint-along for the patrons. So, for all the patrons out there, we're going to be doing our paint-along, so don't forget about that. Who's joining us over on YouTube? I got Knitfink. Hello, everyone. Dark Commission. Hey, Kris and monkeys. Ebb and Flow. What's up, everybody? Ghost the Starman Deluxe. Greetings, monkeys. I missed last week's show as I was at my school's annual production, but now I'm back. Well, welcome. Fear School. Ooh, Fear School. That sounds fearsome. Good morning, Almighty One. Good morning. G Squared made it. Hello, everybody. G'day, Kris. G'day, G Squared. Sir Peanut Butter. Morning. Pizza and Way of the Brush. Gonna be a good day. You know what? That sounds like a really fantastic way to start the day, actually. Tavo. Hello, everybody. Aaron Seach. There he is. Howdy, Kris, and hello to my fellow monkeys. Howdy, Aaron. Twitchy Kranos. There he is. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Irish Mini Gamer CR. Holy guacamole. I made it to a live one. Welcome. Tavo. Episode 211. Live from the Zeppelin. Does it sound like I'm in a Zeppelin? I tried to angle it so that the noise wasn't going to be too much. But it is a big fan. I mean, I'll show you guys in a minute what kind of fan I'm dealing with here. But, I mean, Home Depot was having a sale. And I had to pick these sons of guns up because they're pretty darn good fans. And yeah, I mean, we could slap. I mean, I've got enough fans right now that I could probably slap them all back to a pontoon boat and just go skimming across the bayou. Damn right. Dr. Zantos, greeting monkeys, monkey lord, welcome. Matthew Perez, hello, Kris and monkeys, reporting from work again, getting that OT and grab some new stuff up. Woo-hoo. Woot-hoot. That's fun to say. Woot-hoot. Hoot. Enforcer 357. I'm so glad I got a lunch break just in time. Jim White, hello. Teldonator. Teldonator. That sounds familiar. Teldonator. I think that's a name I haven't read in a while. Hey, yo, peeps. Johnny's Chop Shop, episode 211. The Monkey Overlord means business. I do mean business. I'm all business. All the time. I'm no jokes. Straight up business. All the time. I'm serious. Off camera, serious. On camera, fun-loving guy. Off camera, business. No. El Diary Lamborghini. Hey, peeps, on my break at work. Maybe I'll catch a bit. Who knows? Who knows? Aqua, there he is. Hey, y'all. Sounds like you're in a Cessna type of airplane. I might be. You don't know. Peel back the curtain and I'm about seconds from skydiving out of the window or something. Wouldn't that be a treat, right? Just pull it back, it's a green screen, and I'm inside a Zeppelin. Man, that'd freak you all out, wouldn't it? Dark Commission episode 212. My biggest fan is a big fan. Vasily! Hey, Kris, and all the inhabitants of the Planet of the Apes. Get your paws off me, you damn dirty ape. Classic Charlton Heston one, the best. All the other ones, you know, like that spawned from the Planet of the Apes. I mean, Planet of the Apes is just one of those movies that was, you know, it was like kind of like lightning in a bottle. It was very successful, come out, and it had so many messages in it. You know what I mean? Like, you watch that, and there's many, many metaphors in that movie for the day, inequality, and, you know, oh, just all sorts of stuff, religious dogma, and, you know, really great. It's just such a great film. Disco Duke, hey, people, made a live show, welcome. El Dari Lamborghini, me and Enforcer living that work life, but reporting for monkey business. Teldonator, Swedish chef now. Aqua episode 212. Way of the brush in an airplane. Jim White. Kris is all about the business, especially monkey business. Denny Ecklis? Hey, peeps, been a while. So busy with the family. Well, welcome. Aaron Siege live from the Zeppelin, yeah. Ghost Star Man Deluxe. And now it's time to meet today's special guest. It's the Wright brothers. Yeah, just peel back the curtain. It's the Wright brothers. Is it really that loud? Like, because I can move it a little bit. Hold on. I'm trying to keep it cool down here, you know? There, I moved it over just a little bit. Yeah, that shouldn't be quite as bad now, right? It's a little quieter. I don't know. Too bad, because I'm kind of warm down here. It's actually cooler as you go up the house. Down in the basement, it's like, you know, thermal heating or something, and then the rest of the house is cooler. I don't know how that's possible, but in my house, it's possible. It's more than possible. It's freaking happening. Where the hell am I? John Chop Shop still laughing at Kris going to spank a monkey. Oh yeah, your monkeys will be spanked. Vasily, the greatest message was, bastards, you blew it. You blew it all to hell. Damn you. Keldinator, oh my god, thanks. Episode 212 in the Canadian Bayou. I wonder, is there a Canadian Bayou? Not really. Because, I mean, like, we got lots of swamps and stuff like that, but they're not like in like Louisiana and stuff like that, where you have this really low land with water and like the trees are growing right out of it. Because if you have any of that kind of territory around here, usually the trees just up and die, and then, you know, you have other stuff. But oh, we got wicked amount of beavers though. We got beaver dams, and they make up all sorts of lagoons. So actually, yeah, you know what? Because when a beaver does make a fresh dam, it blocks and raises water levels, and so anywhere where you had trees that were in the low spots, yeah, it'll kind of look like that. Yeah. Anybody who cares. Danny, it's Eccles like cake, by the way. Just like freckles without the Eccles? Oh, okay. It's Danny Eccles. Danny Eccles. Sorry. I know I've seen that name before, but cheers. Aqua. I am able to do some painting. Finally, our family is gone for a little bit and no interruptions. Awesome. Awesome. That's awesome stuff. And I know, Aqua, this is like your first foray into miniature painting, I think. And so, good luck, buddy. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. Matthew Perez, it's noticeable, but it's not deafening. Your majestic voice overpowers. No problem. Awesome. Sir Peanut Butter, episode 212, the fan brush. Oh, right, I was going to show you guys the fan, right? Okay, here, real quick. I'll show you guys the fan. Okay, it's going to get loud, so that was the warning. But, yeah, this son of a gun, I got 3 of these things in the house. Man, I could just launch and just be gone. So, this is the kind of fan I'm talking about here. It's a big one. Blowing crap all over the place. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I better stop that. And this is low power on this guy. This is low power. If I turn it up. Oh, it was on low power. Yeah, this is high right here. Camera shake. All my stuff flying around the room here. I guess you could turn it down, right? I didn't realize it had it so high. Now I can't put it back the way I had it. Oh, son of a beehive. Screw it. Go back to that. There we go. There we go. Okay, I turned it down. That's what it was. I can't tell how loud that thing is. Anywho, the Canadian Bayou. Eldari, I think New Brunswick counts as Bayou. Far too many swamps. Really? Never been there. Vasily, it was satisfying kind of. Oh my. Dr. Xantos, it's going to be a hellish 10 days for Finland. 28 Celsius during daytime. Do you guys never get that kind of temperature? We get that temperature here all the time. In fact, it's like, I think it's like that sometimes, like before 9 o'clock in the morning some days. Mind you, that's with humidity though. You get really warm around here. But yeah, you guys don't get that kind of temperature in Finland? Really? Global warming, man. Ramv, working on some Imperial Fists. Sweet. Are those 30K or 40K Imperial Fists? Ghost Starman Deluxe camera gets blown away. I know, well, I had the fan up and I could see all my stuff flying around. I was looking at my work desk and I could see like bits of like the fine cast and stuff like that flying around. That's what it's doing, it's flying around. Jim White, I approve of Canadian Bayou. Unfortunately, it is Desorta Parish in Louisiana, USA. Ebb and Flow, Kris, beavers always make me think of the scene in Naked Gun. Nice, beaver. Thanks. I just had it stuffed. It's classic line, classic line. I've actually used that line before. Then I got married. Matthew Perez, have the exact fan in the house in South Texas by Holy Emperor's name. They are lifesavers. Yes, they are. They're like not expensive at all. Home Depot had a sale recently on them, so I went and picked up some more. Because you do. And yeah, they're great fans. I love them. And I have one I bought a few years ago, and it's like almost always running. And yeah, they're just reliable. And I mean, they're cheap enough that if it breaks down, just go get another one. Provided all the other big box stores are all carrying them. So I kind of like to have like a couple of them on hold, like, or in storage, just in case one breaks down. I say, break open another one and have it ready to go in no time. Where am I? Tell Donator. And for the next tutorial, how to leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar. It's kind of tempting to take those fans and actually try and rig up something. Kind of jackass style. Sir Peanut Butter, 105, 110 Fahrenheit all week here in Texas. Rep. Yeah, but it's a dry heat there, isn't it? From what I understand, it's a dry heat. Up here it gets to that, but it's not. It's humid. It's like you can't even breathe. You can just like you have to like move the air out of your way to like to breathe. It's ridiculous. Danny Eccles. Painting done, Necron Lichguard, and really enjoying my airbrush. Only just started using one, and I'm loving it. Should be like the McDonald's arches. Yeah, I mean, they're time savers. They are time savers. There is some nuance to them, but the most important part is to take care of your brush. Take care of your brush, and it will take care of you. But keep it clean. Dr. Zantos, usually it's in between 20 and 25, but now it's way too hot and dry. So it is dry, huh? Well, at least it's dry. Because, man, it gets humid here, and ugh. We get humid winters, where like there's moisture in the air during the winter. It just makes it feel colder than it really is, because the humidity just penetrates your clothing, and it just like it gets damp and it's cold and sucks. Grim, howdy Grim, welcome. Ghost to Starman Deluxe, Camera Lands, Monkeys. I don't think we're in Canada anymore. Dr. Santos, Distant, Eldar Ramblings, Monkeys. I think this is heaven. Vasily, airbrushing tutorial using fans. You could. Gotta be really powerful though, and put it real close to the fan. But like you just kind of like it's kind of like using watercolor. And, remember like in art class way back in the day, you used to take a little drop of color, put it onto your paper, and then take like a straw and blow it around and stuff like that. Try that. Try that on a miniature. Bet you not too many people are trying that one. But give it a try. Send me a picture of what if you do. It'd actually be pretty good for doing impromptu lightning effects on a miniature. Come to think of it. That'd actually be pretty cool. Or like some sort of chaosy, kind of venom-esque carnage, kind of, like the tendrils are moving around on the surface. That'd be kind of cool too. Kind of a camouflage pattern comes to mind as well. Yeah. Somebody do that on one of their models and show the rest of us. Ingenuity. Aaron Seach, you want misery? Try 95 and 80% humidity. Jim White, are you in Louisiana? No, Aaron's in Wisconsin. I think Aaron's in Wisconsin. Johnny's Chop Shop. Kris, have you used Gundam markers? If so, how? I have not. I've been meaning to pick up some. But from what I understand, is that they are like paint markers. So you can go to like say Liquitex or Golden, and they have paint markers that are just essentially they're loaded with paint. They have a little fine nib on them, but the nib is like a very strong wicking kind of nib, like wicking. You know what I mean? Like it's like a wick. It draws paint through, and you can draw with your paint. And I kind of think that's what kind of markers they are. Unless, of course, they are more of like the, like the magic marker type of thing, but I don't really think so. I think they're more of a paint marker. And I've used markers in the past, like the really fine nibbed ones for black lining, doing panel lines and stuff like that. Back when I wasn't really comfortable doing just with my detail brush and just doing it the same. I mean, after a while, you just get used to doing things with your brush, and you just kind of, do it. You don't need to use these other kind of products because you're used to using how your paint and how your bristles go. I guess really that's when you kind of know that you are really kind of mastering the brush and the colors, is when you can just do things with just that little brush and just do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Instead of relying on other kind of tech tools and techniques and stuff like that. But yeah, getting buffering issues. Yeah, we are. We are getting buffering issues. Interesting. Last time it was happening, it didn't seem so bad. But either way, so let's keep going here. Evan Flo, Florida is never humid, all day, bone dry all the time. Yeah, because you're getting the ocean breeze, right? Voice of the Emperor. Anyone else getting buffering issues? Yeah, we were just talking about that. Also, hi. Dr. Santos, yeah, I'm seeing them too. Twitch Crano switched over to Twitch, doesn't seem as bad. Twitch isn't as bad, really? Well, Twitch seems faster, right? Everybody always seems to say Twitch streams a little better. Let me see here. Let me see what my YouTube health is telling me. The up seems fine. It's sporadic as usual. I don't know. Wait, what am I on here? Let me go over here. Let me check this out. Let me check this out here. See what the heck's going on. Yeah, I can see there was a little drop off a few seconds ago. Everything seems fine now. Pixel Hobo, and this is why I'm on Twitch. Hee hee hee. No, nobody likes a smartass. Nick Duma, how important is epic facial hair to good painting? I am too lazy and unconcerned in my appearance to maintain it. Will make me hit a wall in painting. Will it make you hit a wall in painting? No. Of course not. Although, I think once you, I think one aspect of a lot of painters is the desire to kind of control things. And so when you are kind of, meticulous in your appearance, like in controlling things, how they look, and and how things are, or maybe it's just a certain kind of artist, maybe, because I know myself probably falls into that category of, controlling. Not that I'm controlling kind of person, but I mean, like, like it's just you're very controlling of the details. You want to be in control of those details, and I think that's what it is. But is it important? No. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. Dark Commission episode 212, Frozen Stream in a Heat Wave. Oh, Frozen Stream in a Heat Wave. That's funny. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty clever. Dr. Santos, probably at some point, mate, I suggest getting a fake one. Oh, a fake mustache? Sure, why not? Enforcer, slight buffering here and there in New York. Not Baymed lagging on yet. I don't know what the hell that means. Andy Clark, hey Kris, nice to catch the episode live today. Welcome. Pixel Hobo, paint, air. paint, air. I was reading that right. Vasily, this fan is blowing the stream away. Jim White, dear Kris, if you have a free hand airbrushing human faces on cardboard, how do you use a primer? Okay, whoa, what? If you have a free hand airbrushed human faces on cardboard, what do you use as a primer? Like primer on cardboard? Gesso. Gesso is a really good material for priming. You can find it at most art supply places. I think it's really you're only going to ever find it really in art supply places. It's not like, well, you might find it in hardware. You might. But gesso, and you can find gesso in varying colors. Usually it's like in white, light grays, and black. And it's like a brush-on primer. A lot of artists use it for canvas work. Use it many times for canvas. Man, there's different kinds of gesso. There's even some that you can remain wet, like they're slow drying. But otherwise, yeah, if you're doing cardboard, and I would recommend if you're doing cardboard, do it in 2 or 3 pieces of cardboard. And when you're laying the cardboard down, if you got nice big pieces of cardboard, you know because you know cardboard is like 2 layers, and then it's a corrugated part in between, right? At least that's the kind of cardboard I think we're talking about, right? So anyway, when you have that kind of cardboard, okay, where you see that corrugating running, if it's running like this way as you're holding it, grab another piece, glue it to the back so that the corrugations run this way. Glue them together. Now, why do you want to do that? It will prevent warping when you do lay that gesso on. Now, that gesso is not going to be laid on too heavily. You're just going to put a layer down because, again, it's kind of like priming. So you're just going to put a layer down. But you may want to do 2 or 3 layers of cardboard like that, just so that the cardboard remains rigid and firm after, right? And you want to alternate the way that corrugation runs. So if the corrugation's running this way, slap it on, and then slap another one on, then slap another one on. And that way, it's kind of like pressboard. Pressboard runs in various directions. It's kind of like that. And so, because basically what ends up happening is that if the corrugations are running this way, right, and so it's wavy like that, and you put glue on, it'll warp, right? How many times have you seen that cardboard just warp? So if you put the corrugation on the other way, that corrugation of that other way it wants to warp because it wants to warp in the opposite direction, the two pull on each other and stop each other from warping. So if you add a third, you're going to get even more rigidity. Rigidity. No. Is that the right word? Anyway, that's what you want to do, though. So, give it a shot. And whatever you're working on, buddy, send me a picture. Because, I mean, like, I know everybody sends me pictures of, like, the miniatures and stuff. But I know, like, you know, people like Sammy Ishiab, he sent me, you know, pictures of his artwork. And I know a couple other of you guys out there have sent me artwork. Send me, if you're doing artwork, man, send me artwork as well. I love all this stuff. This is way the brush. This isn't just miniature painting. This is, you know, this is art, right? We're talking loosely miniature painting. Well, mostly miniature painting. We're like 99% miniature painting and 1% art. But I like delving into that 1% sometimes, you know. Enforcer, sorry, meant not to say it was lagging. Kind of trying to multitask at work. Okay. Jim White, thank you. No problem, dude. Disco Duke bought some Dax clay today and a modeling knife. Any tips with Dax clay? Any tips? Keep your tools moist so it doesn't stick to the clay. The Dax clay usually isn't too bad. I can't remember if that's an oil-based clay or... Damn. Been a while since I played with that clay. Keep your tools moist. Don't rush it. Don't take more than you need. I guess really, what are you building? Oh wait, Disco, are you working on your? Yeah, you're probably working on your diorama, right? Because that's you that's been working on the diorama. Shoot, where is it now? I seen it in Discord. You were working on stuff. Oh darn it! I can't find it now. Anyway, I got you. I got you, Disco. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, just keep your tools moist. You know, if you don't want your clay sticking to a surface, put it on some baking sheet, like the wax paper. Get wax paper, and put your work on that, and work on that, so that your clay doesn't stick to your work surface, right? That's about it. I'm not sure what you're doing, so yeah. And it's been a while since I used Dax clay. Dax clay? Yeah. That's the fast drying stuff, right? Yeah. Pixel Hobo at Kris. I've been working on a Zinch Demon Prince conversion using epoxy sculpt. First time in 20 years I've done any sculpting and found my love of sculpting again. Cool. Send me a pic. Send me a pic, or send a pic. Post it on Discord in our work in progress section. If you, Pixel, I don't know if you're part of our Discord group, but yeah, join us on Discord. Links, go to wavetobrush.com and you'll see the Discord link and join us there. Dark Commission. There are 1/4 and 1/3 million people in my area, and the only art supply shop closed recently. You know what? That was the same thing that happened to me too. The Niagara area, there was Niagara Hobbies, and they had an art store attached to them. Fantastic. Had all the art supplies I wanted. They also had all this like hobby supplies and stuff that I want, and and tools, and you know what I mean. And then they up and closed like a year after I moved here, and I was like, come on. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. Jim White, gluing used pizza boxes to make thick cardboard. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, so yeah, and most pizza boxes are that corrugated cardboard. And so yeah, if you're taking those lids, yeah, glue a couple of them lids together. Alternate the corrugations, the direction in which the corrugations are running. And you'll find that you maintain a much more rigid surface, especially when you take gesso, get a nice big brush for it, dip it in, and then just put a nice even layer down on that surface. And that's basically just priming that cardboard for the paint. You can, like I said, you can pick up gesso in varying colors. So, yeah. But head to your local art supply place. Find gesso. Gesso. And of course, if anybody else has any alternatives to gesso for cardboard, feel free to share it with Jim. Disco Duke, episode 212. Keep your tool moist. Yeah, I'm gonna make some mushrooms from a Beastman diorama. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So keep your tool moist so that the clay doesn't stick to it. Although I don't think dust clay really does stick to the tools very much. Again, I would still work from a wax paper just so they can kind of work with them, stick them onto the wax paper, and pluck them off afterwards. When they're cured, and then glue them into place. I wouldn't try and sculpt them onto the piece. I would try and sculpt them separately and then glue them into place. You could try and sculpt it as stem and cap, but I think I would try and sculpt all the stems first. Make some nice textured stems, varying thicknesses, and make the caps separately as well. Of course, if you did it, say like you cut like a piece of toothpick. Cut a piece of like a toothpick, or like a little piece of the only thing is a toothpick I can think of that's small diameter, and like if you could glue it to like a base just to work from, just super glue it to a base, and then sculpt the stem and then the cap, and that way it's going to be rigid, and you know what I mean. So yeah. Excuse me. Nick Dumo, And now starts the moist tool jokes. Now, we've gone there before. I mean, you know, don't be a fool. Take care of your tool. Dr. Zanto, it's time to kill some rats and Vermintide, too. Y'all have fun now. Later, Dr. Zantos. Pixel Hobo, okay. Totem Lord. Jesus, I've been gone a long time. Chris's hair has run away. Yeah, I cut it a few months back. You know, I think about 3 months ago. Cut my hair. So, yeah, it's been a while since you've been around, Totem Lord. Just, you know, time for a change. Getting really hot. Like I said, I cut it in the beginning part of the summer season because I knew this summer was going to be wicked hot, and because, well, I mean, invariably every summer, I mean, just the way things are I think every summer is going to get hotter and hotter. So, yeah, it's just the way she's going to go, right? And yeah, so cut the hair. Stay cool, man. Mad Hoser, good afternoon. George Hintz, DOS is paper and water-based clay. Thanks, George. Disco Duke, saw YouTube the other day and the guy used upturned acorn caps for bases for plants. Shame it's not autumn. Yeah, but I'm sure you can probably head to any kind of artsy store. They might have acorn caps. They might sell them in bags, you know. You never know. Dark Commission, I haven't used much, but the only problem with DOS clay is cracking when it dries. Yes. If making small items, I'd use milliput. True. That's a good idea. I'm not sure what causes DOS clay to crack, other than when I used to work in pottery, it was when you had a moisture differential. If the clay was too wet, and the drying was too hot and too fast, it would crack because the outside would dry really fast. Then the interior is still wet, and then that interior dries, and you know what I mean, and it shrinks and it cracks, and that's what causes all that surface to break up. That's why crackle medium works, is because there's a drying differential there. That the outer side dries, and then the inside still takes longer to dry, and then when it finally dries, it breaks that surface when it dries up. And it shrinks. Invariably, when it dries, it shrinks. And, yeah, with modeling clay, I find that happens. I know with regular clay, that's why it cracks. So, like, you know, whenever we had in pottery. So, like, what we used to do in pottery was we used to take saran wrap and wrap that and let it sit for, like, a day or two so that it slowly dried. So, basically, the moisture inside just slowly evaporated. And evaporated, and then finally we'd fire them and bake them. If you find your DOS clay drying out really fast, especially because this is summertime, I'm not sure where you are. Oh, you wait, Dark Commission? No, it's not Dark Commission. Who's working on it? No, Disco Duke. Yeah, I'm not sure where Disco Duke is. And so if you're finding it's really, really hot where you are and whatever, and you find that the clay is cracking on you, try that. Try just putting a little bit of saran plastic wrap on top of, like, if you have them secured to a surface or whatever, like say wax paper or whatever, take saran and just kind of lightly drape it over, and that should slow the drying down. Jim White, Kris, is your hand lotion Lubriderm or another brand? What? Hand lotion Lubriderm. Yeah, it's Lubriderm. I've used Lubriderm for my hands. Yeah. Why? How did we get to hand lotion? I don't see any hand lotion around. I don't know how we got onto hand lotion. Vasily, same here. Want to cut my big hair because it's really hot here for a Norseman like me. Totem Lord. Well, I must say, Kris, the new hair is looking pretty spicy. Spicy? Making me all the more glad I'm getting back into the hobby after being out for almost a year. Has it been almost a year, dude? Really? Wow. How come you left? Just was tired of it, or had other priorities, or what? I'm just curious. I'm curious what what will pull a person out, and then, you know, it draws them back in, and, you know. I'm just curious. I'm just, you know, I just want to know. I'm nosy. I'm just nosy. It's no biggie. Just nosy. Disco Duke. No, it's not hot here. We've had a heat wave and it's been 25. You had a heat wave at 25? My God, man. That's not a heat wave. That's a warm wave. That's warm. If this heat persists, though, I am going to move north. I'm going to start moving further north. Because, man, it's hot. We're living in the North Pole soon, the tropical North Pole. You never know how crazy this crap's getting. People don't see it. I don't know why, but... Jim White, episode 212. How to fire and bake mushroom clay mushrooms. Mushrooms, clay mushrooms? Mushrooms, clay mushrooms. Mushrooms, clay mushrooms. T-squared, anybody else having minor buffering issues or just me? No, I think everybody's having minor buffering. Yeah. I think somebody's farting around on my internet right now. I think that's what's going on. And yes, I'm still wireless. I haven't wired this thing up yet. I don't want to run the length of wire having this all over my frickin' house. Matt Hoser, nosy Kris. Disco Duke, people here keep saying it's too hot. It's getting kind of hot. Jim White is lagging in southeastern Idaho. Is that where you are, Jim? You're in Idaho? Vasily, The Thing 2, featuring Kris. Vasily should have stayed in Canada. Should have stayed in Canada. But, sure. Matt Hoser, episode 212. Kris broadcast from the cellar as it's warm out. It is warm out. I mean, the office in the mini wargaming, I mean, it's air conditioned. Although, the air conditioning has been known to break, especially when it gets really, really hot, which is when you don't want air conditioning to break. And it doesn't take long for our offices to get really freaking hot. Because where our offices are, they're on the south end of the building, so the sun just beats on that side of the building right from the morning. And when you get into the afternoon, the sun is just beaming on the building, and the building is old brick. And it just seems like the brick is just like it's like a goddamn clay oven. It's just and you instantly start cooking in there. It's really, really bad, especially where Steve and Quirk are. Their offices are right at the in the sunlight, and yeah, that's the hottest part. And then it's Matt's office, and then it's my office, and then the entire area is just burnt. We're all dead. We're all cooked alive. We're dead. Matt Hoser, did you not get the router I linked you? No, I didn't. Who to who? Who to who? Fire Drake 18. What do you think about the new Wraith and Glory coming out? Wraith and Glory? What's Wraith and Glory? You gotta send me a link. No, I don't know. What's Wraith and Glory? New Wraith and Glory. Wraith and Glory. No, you're gonna have to send me a link on that one, Fire Drake. Tildinator, episode 212, farting around the Canadian Bayou. I like that. Although nobody's farted yet, but... Well, I mean, you guys could be farting. I have no idea. It's not like I have microphones in your homes. It's not like I'm secretly spying on any of you. I might be. I don't know. Farting around on the Canadian Bayou. I don't even know if there's a Canadian Bayou. Is there a Canadian Bayou? I don't think there is. But there could be. There should be. The way things are warming up, it could very well happen. So yeah, so Taldinator, you win. And because I haven't heard your name in a while, or read your name I should say. I haven't heard it. I've heard it now, but And so, yeah, you win. You win today's prize. What's today's prize? My love and admiration. Don't you feel all warm and fuzzy now? Pixel Hobo at Kris. I put the work in progress on Discord. Oh, cool. In the work in progress. In the work in progress. Holy moly! That's really cool. That's really cool. Oh man, you know what? It's almost a shame not to share it with everybody. So if you're not on Discord, I don't know why you wouldn't be, but let's go over to, let's see here. Can I get this? No, that's the wrong one. Let's do that one. No, not that one. Oh, you know what I need? I need to switch it over to studio mode before I can probably. Okay, screw it. Let's do it. It's gonna go black for a second here while I try and work this out, and I try and get Discord. Boom! Got Discord. There we go. And look at that. Look at that, folks. That's pretty darn cool. That's Pixel Hobo showing us some of his sculpting abilities. Very, very cool. Awesome stuff. Me likey. And I can't wait to see it painted. I hope you'll post like regular updates in the work in progress as you go, because I like to see people's progress as they go. Nick Dumont, episode 212. Wrap your mushrooms before it gets hot. Ghost Starman Lux, Wrath and Glory is the new 40k RPG. Oh, right. I knew that. I forgot. Am I excited for it? Yeah. Are we going to be playing it anytime soon? Who knows? Maybe. 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 David Vaughn, late to the party. Sup, everybody? Sup, David? Disco Duke, hey Kris, is it possible to download a couple of old Way of the Brush so I can save on my phone and watch on the plane when I get to the holiday next week? I don't know. I know there are tools for downloading videos from YouTube. I don't think there's anything I can do on my end to make the video downloadable. Is there? I'll have to look into it. I don't think there is, though. I don't think there's anything that allows you to make it. Yeah, that's what I figured. Matt Hoser says, yeah, you can get an app or extension to download them. Yeah, so whatever browser you're using, there's usually like extensions or an app that allows you to download video. I don't think there's anything I can do to make the videos downloadable. It's not like Mini Wargaming, where Mini Wargaming we have the things on a separate server so you can download them. Because when you download the videos, you're downloading the actual file. You're not downloading it from our hostings. So, yeah. Like the video hosting that plays it. Twitch Kratos, careful Kris, if you drop one with that fan, it's not escaping. Huh? Matt Hoser, Bayou, Ottawa, Airboat Tours, Ottawa River, Gatineau Park, Airboat Adventure, one-of-a-kind airboat adventure in Canada's own Northern Bayou. Really? There we go. I'm going to have to go visit Gim, though. I'm going to have to go visit the Gim because he's in the Ottawa area. He lives in Ottawa. And I'm going to have to go visit him and check out this Northern Bayou thing. Sounds like fun. Jim White, great sculpting. Yeah, that was very nice. I liked it. I was very impressed. Pixel Hobo, I will post progression. Promise. Awesome. Derek Luterus, hey guys. Hello, Derek. Matt Hoser, yes, you can get... Oh, yeah, I already read that one. Pixel Hobo, AFK, ordering Chinese food. Tildinator, there is a Canadian Bayou now. It's in Kris's basement. It is in Kris's basement. It's going to get pretty damn hot and wet. Even as I say the words, I'm just kind of, no, I shouldn't have said that. Goes to Starman Deluxe. I believe any YouTube video is downloadable if you have the YouTube Premium or YouTube Red. It seems to be named differently in various places. Okay. So if you automatically have that subscription service, you can download videos. Interesting. Mad Hoser at Kris. No gators, just mad beavers. It's the Ottawa area. You never know, right? Fire Drake 18. Ulysses.us.com is Wrath and Glory website. Okay, cool. Awesome. Oh, for the new 40K game. Anybody else excited for Titanicus? Oh, man. I watched that unboxing video. Very interesting. Very excited to see these kits, these models, the terrain. And I'm also very curious as to the price point. What's the cost on these things? Oh my God. What is the cost? Because, yeah, she's going to be pricey anyway. Mad Hoser, Ottawa. Need to watch out for the cougars. The only animals out there that wear other animals as pants. Right. Yeah, Ottawa, you gotta watch out for the cougars, the beavers, and the bayou. And the Canadian Bayou. I'm going. That's it. I gotta visit Gim. I gotta go visit Gim. Haven't talked to Gim in a bit, and so I gotta go visit him. And so, yeah. And I'll probably bring my camera with me. Maybe I'll bring an army. Maybe I'll play a game at a local store in Ottawa. Is anybody who watches this show in Ottawa? Anybody? I don't know. Danny, definitely looking forward to Titanicus. Bring back Epic. Yes. Bring back Epic. That's what I say. Bring back Epic. Definitely. I think Titanicus, I hope it's the gateway back into Epic, just like it was way back in the day when they had just Titanicus, and then they brought out Space Marine, which introduced more the Epic infantry and stuff like that. Then of course we got Adeptus Titanicus, which was great. It had the Emperor Titan and everything like that. And so what I'm liking is that is that power allocation to the Titans in this new Titanicus box. I'm really liking that. I'm liking the pre-order to the turn phase and everything like that. I'm liking that. I'm liking that it's kind of like a port of the old game. Now, I'm not master of the old game. I mean, I had the models and stuff like that. I mostly used them for conversions and stuff. I had Epic, but I only ever played like regular Epic, and especially Adeptus Titanicus. I only ever really played just that much. And in that time, I was playing Imperial. And I just hope we're heading down that path. It'll be fun. Because I had recently had a chance to play with Ash, and we played the old Adeptus or Titanicus. And so, yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it. It was some old school gaming. It was a lot of fun. Do it again anytime. But with the new one coming out, the new models, all the detail. God, can you imagine if they brought, like, even if they just kept with just the Titans, and they brought like Eldar Titans in, and like the Orc Gargants and stuff like that, and they made them that new scale. Oh my God, like a Phantom Titan, like that tall. No, the Phantom Titan. Yeah, the Phantom Titan probably almost the same height as the Wraith Knight. Maybe, pretty darn close. It'd probably get confused for a Wraith Knight, and a lot of people might use it as a Wraith Knight. I don't know. But yeah, be really awesome. Be really awesome. Johnny's Chop Shop. Kris, where can I see at Pissed Off Beaver? Go see a Pissed Off Beaver? Where can you see a Pissed Off Beaver? Just, you know, anger up the old lady. Derek Luter is Kill Team is the only other GW game I'll play because I don't have to buy more models to play. Sure, Kill Team, I mean, but it's one of them gateway games, man. You get into Kill Team and it's like, well, I want to play some bigger games. I'll play 500 points of 40K. I'll play 1,000 points, and you know what I mean. And then that's how they get you, man. This Kill Team is a gateway drug. It's a gateway drug. It's one of those games, gateway drug. You're hooked. If you're already into it, you're hooked. You're already addicted. There's no hope for you. You're done. Totem Lord, I'm not entirely sure why I spent so long out of the hobby. To be honest, Kris, I felt just lost interest. Then when I finally decided to come back, I got my finger stuck in a mincer at work. Oof. So it kept me out as well. Jeez Louise. Oh, stuck in a mincer. Oh man, you're making me uncomfortable just thinking about that. I hope it didn't like permanently affect you. I mean, I'm sure you're permanently affected by it, but I mean, like, not much loss. I hope there wasn't much loss. Oof. Oof. Danny, I loved Epic back in the day. Chaos all the way. Really, really keen to see what they do with the other races and maybe another Imperator Titan. Oh, and another Imperator Titan. Oh man, I mean that's gonna be the size of like Hellhound. That kit will be like this huge. The size of the screen. It'll be the size of your screen. It'll be huge, man. But yeah, I'm hoping they do more. I'm hoping they do more. Jim White, and the next thing you know, you are playing an apocalypse game. Yeah, exactly. You start off with Kill Team, and it's like, 500 points, 750, let's do 1,000, let's do 2,000, let's play 5,000. Oh crap, we're playing Epic. Exactly. It's exactly what's going to happen to you, buddy. Exactly. Matt Hoser, Titanicus should have been a pure video game that played to the official rules with the DLC. Ain't nobody got time to paint tiny minis? It doesn't take long to paint tiny minis. You don't have to take the time. I mean, you can if you want. Don't have to. But I mean, even because the scale's gone up, those little models, I mean, they're not going to be that size anymore. Like Epic, they've changed Epic, because the old Epic, that's a whole new game. That's a whole other game now. The whole new Titanicus, that's a different scale. Twitch Granos, still want to see them bring a squat land train back for Epic. I'd like to see like the Mechanicus Ordinatus weapons. You know? I mean, some of the stuff back in the Epic days, I mean, because of the sculpts and stuff like that, they were kind of, kind of not goofy, but they weren't as fleshed out as they are today. Like, for example, the Silver Towers of Tzeentch. Would you really bring those old models? Like, if you're not familiar with that, Google Silver Towers of Tzeentch. They were epic, and they were Tzeentch war engines. And yeah, could you really see? I mean, I can see something cooler now, with little tendrils coming off it, the big discs, and this kind of arcane kind of, tower kind of thing, with like maybe a couple guns and crazy and pink horror, blue horrors on it and stuff like that. I can see something like that now, but like the old version of it, not happening. Yeah. Ghost Starman Deluxe. Want a new Imperator? Got a Dominus Knight and some Wall of Martyrs scenery. Cool. Totem Lord, luckily I didn't lose any of my finger because it was in the process of stomping. I have just screwed up nerves. Very lucky moron. Yeah, you are lucky. Like, where was it? Like at the tip of the finger? Or was it like further down the finger? Or was it like across your hand? Like, where was it? Oh, I don't know. I don't even want to know now. No, never mind. Forget I asked. I don't want to know. Enforcer. Gonna play a big skirmish game of just multiple kill teams. Yeah, that'd be cool. Get a whole bunch of players going. The only thing about multiplayer games like that is you still need to have it kind of two sides. Because if you do it one person at a time, the last person and the first person wait forever for their turn. You like basically wait forever for the turn to come back around, right? Whereas if you do it like 4 players, not bad, right? You can wait, right? Or even do it like what is it? The treachery system in Age of Sigmar or Fantasy. You know, do it kind of like that system. That'd be kind of cool. Nick Dumas, Titans, the size of my screen. Would be a cheap area of me watching on my iPad. Yeah, Nick Dumas, iPad mini. Fire Drake, have to go. Sigh. Well, see you later, Fire Drake. See ya. Happy trails. Adios. Take her easy. Is he gone? Did he leave yet? Yeah. No. Dark Vision. You buy a kill team, and the next thing you know, there's tanks rolling into Baghdad. Whoa. Then you're buying tanks, yeah. Yeah, you buy a kill team, then you buy a tank, and oh, I need a transport. Oh, I need this. Ooh, you know. Oh, I gotta have one of these. Oh. Oh no. I've spent $500. That's how it happens, man. It's how it happens. All right, let's do an email. Because we can, because we should, and because we can. Headphones? Yeah, headphones time. Email time. It's email time. And this is an email from Dark Commission? Dark Commission? Is it Dark Commission? No, this is from Nick. Who the hell is this from? Yeah, it's from Nick. This is from Nick Nima. Some Dark Eldar for Commission. We'll be doing some touch-ups. Nothing too fancy planned, though. And so let's have a look at his Dark Eldar Commission. Very nice. I like the consistent color scheme. I like just the choice of the armor and just a bit of the light tones in the flesh and the swords, the bases, the uniformity of it all. No, I like it. It's nice and straightforward. Edge highlighting looks clean. Paint looks like it's where it should be. Oh, I like the little touch on the backs. Very cool. Nice and light. I like that you kept the flesh tone light. Didn't push the colors too hard. Kept a very desaturated kind of look. Kept the armor very contrasty, you know. Really good. Nice work on the flesh here on the monsters there. What the hell are these beasts called? I can't remember what the hell these things are called. Anyway, like the muscles and everything like that on the striation. Very cool. Nice and clean. Straightforward paint job. Some transports again. Nice and straightforward, nice and clean. Got all the crew on your kits. Usually, I see some of these kits and people always leave the crew off. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Nice and straightforward, nice flat red. It contrasts nicely with the armor of the vehicles. I'm sure your customer was happy with this work. Yeah, it looks really awesome. Thank you, Nick, for sending that in. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Nick. Oh, geez, Louise. And, man, bad Kris. And a big thanks to Guymere Alfer, a.k.a. Carl, a.k.a. Beer and Blood Bowl, That's his YouTube channel. Check him out for creating the intro jingle for our email segment. We always thank Guy Muir because he took the time to create those. Didn't have to. And, you know, he doesn't give me any grief. And I enjoy his channel. And I suggest you go subscribe to him because show him some love. And, yeah. I'm bad. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, Carl. I keep forgetting to do that right after the jingles. My bad, man. It's my bad. Bad host. Bad host. Bad host. Tilted hitter. Thanks, Carl. You owe me a new eardrum. Oh, man. Grim. Only one day, AdMech will get transports that aren't Forge World. One day. One day. Tavo. And as always, we thank Beer and Blood Bowl for the song and the tinnitus. Hey, man. Those jingles are fun. Totem Lord. Don't worry, Kris. I was going to stop talking about it anyway. Makes me lightheaded just thinking about it. So instead of be saying what I'm working on, I managed to buy a set of Sigmarines for half price on Amazon a while back, and I've been painting them in a group of knights with all separate heraldry. Oh, cool. That sounds like fun. Send pics. Send pics. Ghost Starman Deluxe. Don't forget to thank Guy Muir Oliver, a.k.a. Carl, a.k.a. Beer and Blood Bowl, who used his valuable time to give us our great intros for us to enjoy. And yeah, I did forget. And yeah, like I said, bad Kris. Bad Kris. Dark Commission. Nice Eldar painting. Yeah. Very nice, Nick. Very nice work. I liked it. Nice and clean. Nice and consistent. And like I said, I'm sure your customer was very happy with the results. And if they weren't, well, you got to make them happy. you got to make your customers happy. Otherwise, you know, you're not going to get more customers. So if your customer wasn't happy, well then, you got to make them happy. Jim White, very good work. Totem Lord, cool Eldar. Tavo, just me, or do the sales on the Raiders look quite unnecessary? Unnecessary? On the Raiders, really? You think the sales on Raiders are unnecessary? I've never considered that. I'm not saying you're wrong in any way, shape, or form. Because, I don't know, maybe they are unnecessary. I don't know. It's entirely possible they're unnecessary. Let's see here. Let's go back here. We'll go back here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Are the sales unnecessary? I think they are necessary. Like when you look at something like this kind of picture here, are the sales necessary? I think so, because basically the kind of vibe they're going for is this kind of ancient pirate kind of look, you know, kind of like Pirates of the Orient kind of thing. And the sales kind of are reminiscent of that, right? And it's an opportunity to throw another color onto the model. Because if the model didn't have those sales, then where else would you throw red on that didn't look just kind of like red was thrown on? Like, say, for example, like the weapon guards, right? Just throwing red on those? I don't know if I'd like that. And the sails add a bit of height. And of course you have the streamers as well, like on the back of the two Raiders in the background there. They have banners in the back. And I like that. I like Eldar with lots of banners, and especially with Dark Eldar, I like the idea, you know, like they're all piratey and they have streamers and banners, and you know, they're all kind of flamboyant in that kind of regard. And yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe they don't need the sales. I've never considered it. And, you know, bravo to Tavo for suggesting such an idea. Because that's some out-of-the-box thinking, right? Because everybody else goes, well, yeah, just the sales. I'll just paint sales. But really, do they need the sales? Are the sales even necessary? Aesthetically on the vehicle, right? So, yeah. Interesting. Interesting thought. Oh, Tavo, he thinks they look kind of nice, but thinking function here. Function? Yeah, because I mean, one of the sails has like the thing for moving it, right? Because I mean, you know, Eldar, like even like really kind of craft world Eldar, they could kind of use sails as well, right? Because I mean, like the spaceships have sails, so like why don't the vehicles and stuff like that use that similar kind of idea, right? Because the Dark Eldar, you know, their pirate craft have sails on them, right? Because they're coming out of like, you know, the webway portals, and you know, it's using the sun's energy or whatever, and it powers their vehicles, and you know. But then again, it could be the Dark Eldar are kind of like because you know they're kind of like Eldar of old, and so maybe that's kind of like how their technology was in the past versus the Eldar in the present, who've developed on craft worlds and have, you know, evolved their technology, so to speak. So I don't know. Either way, it's kind of cool. Different flavors, you know. And I think it adds to the piratical. They're pirates. Gives them that whole raider look. Yeah, there we go. Dark Commission. If they didn't have the sails, they'd look like sandals. They look like sandals. Yeah, they would. Mad Hoser. Red in the eyes. Evil, evil eyes. Jeez. Jim White, the sails are for show, not function. Are they for show? I think they are for function. I think they do function on Dark Eldar. Because the Eldar have sails. They use sails. Both factions. Tavo! And, like mentioned, I suppose that they are there to enhance the flashiness of the Drukhari. I think so as well. Yeah. Totem Lord will send some pictures when our first two are done. Only nearly finishing base layers so far. Okay. Jim White, sails. Did you mean the rudder? Did you mean the rudder? No, I think if he meant the rudder, he'd have said the rudder. Is the rudder necessary? I think so. I mean, if that, like, it's like a thruster engine, right? Because I mean, like, you look at jets, and they have like little control nozzles to control the direction of the flame, right? And so a Dark Eldar Raider, you look, that engine nozzle just comes right out. It doesn't have any kind of, you know, what the hell are those things called on the end of a nozzle? The little flaps on the end of a nozzle. Anyway, it doesn't have that. It's just a straight thing. And so the rudder would control left and right motion. It can control up and down. I don't know how they do that. I don't know if you like. I don't know how we control up and down motion, but yeah, I don't know. Tavo didn't even notice. I know, it's like the logistics of Dark Eldar technology. Like, here we go, right? Does it even make sense? Does it even make sense? I don't think so. Yeah, because they got the big thruster in the back, right? Okay, I'm back on the picture of the Dark Eldar, and we don't have a back picture. But I mean, like, because the Dark Eldar have those little thrusters on the side, right? But there's a big central one, and that's where the rudder is. And so, do the little thrusters control up and down motion, and the rudder controls left right? And, like, really, is it all up to that man in the back holding it, going, you know, as they're skimming along? Ciao. They just got flat along, you know what I mean? Kind of riding in the Canadian Bayou. Just ciao. Oh, man. Let's do another email. No warning to that one. Email time. Email time. Yeah, there was no warning to that one. We just blasted right into it. This one's from, oh crap, Kevin Cabal. Hi, Kris. Here's a test model of my Dark Angels Deathwing Terminators, Ushab T-Bone base over a white primer with the gradient on the armor painted in many layers of Reichland flesh shade. Let's hear what you think, what you on Monkeys think. So let's have a look. Now, I like the deep tone you get. It's a very contrasting. Like typically, you see a lot of Deathwing a lot lighter than this. But not to say that this doesn't look like a Deathwing Terminator. This looks like a Deathwing Terminator. I like the deep contrasty look. I like the deeper tone along the bottom portions of the armor panels. I like actually that it looks like you were very deliberate in how you built up the shadows, because like I see like on the knee pad and the shin guard have different amounts of, or like I should say equally proportionate amounts of shade. So like you went through, you didn't just simply slap the shade washes onto the model. You actually deliberately laid it in areas. And I like that. I like that you did that. I think the spikes on the Power Fist probably could have used something. I don't know if I'm crazy about the purple black purity seals. I know you probably want to do something different, but I think you probably could have went more white, because that actually would have contrasted pretty well against the deep bone color. The green Dark Angels or Deathwing symbol on the chest feels a bit old school, and I like that. The base is really cool. I like that. It just looks like a cork board with just a bit of texture on it. A little tuft of grass, nice and simple, nice and quick. Yeah, I think I would like to see something else on those on the Power Glove hand, just to pick out those little spikes, just to get a little bit more detail out of that. But I really like how you treated like that knee and shin guard, and I like that your shade wash looks pretty deliberate. The eyes almost look like you're doing a bit of OSL there as well, but that might be just a little bit of color spilling over. Overall, I really like it. I like the tones. I like the deep, rich, bone color. It kind of works for me. I think if you're gonna go with this kind of deep tone, again, I'm not sure if the black purity seals with the purple peep. Wow, I can't even spit this out. The purple purity seals. I think I would have just gone with a deeper red. Gone with say like corn red. Corn red? Yeah, corn red. Give it a shade wash of Agrax Earthshade, and then lightly touched it with a bit of Wazdaka red. And the purity seals, I would have probably hit them even with like to keep it kind of gray coloring, like so it doesn't look like bone. Gone with like Uthman gray with an edge highlight in white, and then just use a little bit of black just to kind of create the light the writing in the text. Otherwise, I think it looks great. I like it. I think next to you could also done like chipping on the edges of like the armor, the scratches, stuff like that. Create some weathering. But otherwise, fantastic work. Thank you, Kevin, for sending that in. Awesome work. Really good. Thank you. And I look forward to more from you. Please send more. Send more. Where are we in the comments? I don't know. G squared, Kris. Good to see you take the hobby so seriously. I do. Well, like I said, I'm business, man. I'm all business. Like I said at the beginning of the show, business, all business. I take this hobby too seriously. Why does it sound like there's a bird chirping over my head? Am I freaking out? I'm freaking out. I think the tabs finally kicked in. Vasily, I don't think Dark Elder technology is supposed to make sense. It's super advanced alien technology. Stuff knit making sense for us. Jesse supports this idea. Whoa. Ghost Starman Deluxe. The up-down motion is probably generated by increasing or decreasing the intensity of the anti-gravity field holding the craft in the air. That too, right? There's many different ways. Does it even, if you have the anti-gravity field, does it even need thrusters? Right? Couldn't you just control the anti-gravity field that go this way, that way, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Dark Commission, nicely painted mini. Yeah, I thought so too. Jim White, terrific work. Ghost Starman Deluxe, very classic style. I like it too. I thought it was excellent painting. Jim White, it was one color highlight, purple, God damn, I can't even say it. Purple Purity Seal, purple Purity. Oh, man. Some days. Dark Commission. Red Purity Seals would link the Reed Gun Arm combo. Huh? Tavo, to me, it looks like the Termi is from an old poster style wise. Really like the bone color on the armor. Yeah, I like it. I like the deep tone. A lot of people just go strictly for the bone color, give it a quick little edging or shade wash, and then throw a little edging on it, and you know, be done with it, right? I like that he brought that depth in there, almost like weathered bone. You ever see, like, you know, the really kind of weathered kind of bone look, where it's like, you know, it's like a yellow and it goes to, like, you know, deep browns and the recesses, like, yo, look at an old skull or something like that. That's what it looked like. It looked like an old bone. Old bone. Oh, there's a joke there somewhere. Yeah, I'm hearing chirping above me. What the fritz is going on? I'm freaking out. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I have my back door open and my stairwell here leads to the back door. And I can finally hear it now. It's coming from the stairwell. I can hear the sounds now. It sounds like it was above me, but now it's, as I turn my head, I can hear it now. Oh, thought I was cracking up there. Whew. Anyway, Jim White. To me, it's just a monkey business. Monkey business. Ghost Starman Deluxe. Kris. That's not a fan. Not a bird. No, that's a fan. Not a bird. No, it's not the fan. Fan's good. That's a brand new one I bought. Until I burn it out. Johnny Wraith. Holy crap, Johnny Wraith. Hey, kids. Holy moly, it's Johnny Wraith. Welcome, Johnny. I know it's been a while. Welcome. Glad to see you're still around, still with us. And hopefully you've been getting some painting done. I know it's probably been busy. Ebb and Flow and Kris, you were too business and concussed yourself. You could see the little birds flying around your head like a Warner Brothers cartoon. There's going around. Tweet, 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 tweet. Dark Commission. Red. What? Derek Luteris. Love a well-painted Terminator. Love them. Just love them. Nothing says classy like a well-painted Terminator. Vasily. Kris, it's behind you. Well, it's kind of behind me. It's off to my right behind me. Kind of like, okay, like I'm looking at you like that, and then it's a couple degrees off from that. So it's more like, you know. I could take the camera and point it to, but I'm not. Johnny Wraith, been really busy, but yes, gotten some painting done. Have you? Send me an email, buddy. Send me what the latest Johnny work is, man. Johnny work? Let me know what you've been working on, man, because it's been a while since I've read an email from Johnny. Jim White, now if only Pony Pledge would join us, how much happier I would be. Pony Pledge. I wonder what happened to that kid. What happened to him? I mean, we picked up a new one because we got Aqua. Aqua's our junior monkey. As I think Aqua is probably the youngest member ever to join us and to be a regular, you know, viewer. But Pony Pledge, whatever happened to that kid? Because I'm pretty sure he was in Germany, wasn't he? And he was probably what, like 15, I think, or something like that. So that was a few years ago. I've been, you know how long I've been doing Way of the Brush? Since 2013. 2013. Man. Way the Brush has been on that long, 2013. Yeah, Pony Pledge was around in the early days, and I don't know. Maybe, I mean, he was a young guy, right? He falls out of the hobby, and I mean, I did the same thing when I was around his age. I got out of the hobby once I discovered girls. Yeah, Warhammer. I don't even know what Warhammer is. Yeah, you want to hold hands? Okay. Anyway. Kevin Cabal, glad you guys liked it. Yes, I enjoyed it, man. That was really nice. I liked it. I just, again, I wasn't too crazy about the purity seals. It kind of took me out of it a little bit. I thought the paper parchments were just a little too black contrasty, I think you could have went a little lighter, and yeah. So, yeah. Totem Lord, I'm 16. I started watching when I was 13 or 14, I think. Really? You're that young too? Jeez Louise. Okay, well, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure Aqua is like, he just turned 13? I think. Or is turning? I can't remember. Where is Aqua? Aqua, you still around? He's lurking somewhere, probably. Anyway. Okay, so there's a bunch of you that have been pretty young. Okay, I didn't realize. I thought it was more of an older kind of crowd that was listening to my BS. But I guess apparently it's some younger kids listening to me as well. Vasily! What's a girl? What's a girl? I got nothing for that. Oh, crap. Oh, man. Jim White, nostalgia make the program better, in my opinion. Yeah, it was I mean, I'd like to know what happened to Pony Pledge. I probably still have his email somewhere. I could send him an email. Then I'd sound like some sort of stalker. He'd probably like, Kris, who? What? What are you talking about? Who are you? Get away from me, you creepy stalker. Then I show up on Dateline, Yeah, we have this Canadian fella here, Kris Mello, who's, trying to contact some young German guy. You know what I mean? Or was he Austrian? Maybe he was Austrian. Either way, I can't remember. Either way, you're going to see me on Dateline to catch a predator. Oh, man. Anyway, Jim White, a human female below the age of majority. Yeah, see, again, I don't know where we're going with any of this, boys. Dark Commission, Vasily, at Vasily. I saw one on TV once. They got long hair and stuff. Matt Hoser, Aqua's out there brewing Guinness. He wants an aged brew by the time he turns 18. Is that a stereotype because he's in Ireland? That he's just out there working the Guinness fields? Is there Guinness fields? Is that a stereotype? Oh, crap. I think I might be digging a hole for myself. Grim, I feel like I'm missing so much sticking to Twitch and not to YouTube for this. No, you're not missing anything, dude. You're probably better off staying in Twitch. Probably. Because then, I mean, like, you might be missing one or two comments, but, like, no, you're not missing much. Totem Lord, Rainbows and Cats. Oh, was that answering Vasily's question? No. Let's see if anybody gets the reference. No. Nick Dubo, I am 34. Sure, that's still young to some of you ancients. 34, yeah. I remember 34. So long ago. Let's just sit here and pause out. Yeah. Ghost Starman Deluxe. I was probably a little older than Totem Lord when I started watching. I am currently 16 as well. Really? Ghost? I thought you're older. Either way. Johnny Shop at Vasily. Pissed off Beaver. Oh, man. If I had any female viewership, it was gone a long time ago. Evan Flo and Kris. No, seriously, Mr. Henson. The beer is for me. We're going to paint these plastic army men together. That's exactly how it would go down. That's exactly how it would go down. No, Mr. Henson, these beer are they're for me. I like to get ripped while I'm painting. Ghost to start writing like next time on Catfish, Chris Bello posed as a sexy Eldar girl online to pull some to try and pull out some German kid. Jeez. Oh man, awful! It's awful. We're making jokes at my expense, for God's sakes. we're ruining whatever kind of credibility I had, anyway. Vasily Shimko, it's the Cramp song. Come on. Oh, I didn't get it. Jim White, I don't remember 1934. Oh. Huh? Totem Lord, I don't think there's that many 16-year-olds that are into the hobby. It's definitely the age where most would stop, as the hobby is so uncool in the eyes of many teens. Yeah, I think so. I think there is a natural break somewhere 15, 16 that you end up taking a break from the hobby because, again, you know, things. And then you kind of come back to it, you know, once you kind of get into college, you know, and then, you know, and then you find that there's other people. And then, of course, in college, everybody starts to get a little bit more relaxed. And, you know what I mean? Kids are okay with their you know, who they are. They're still, you know what I mean? You're still getting comfortable with who you are, but, you know what I mean? Like, you're finding more and more people who are like you know? Whereas high school, it's a little bit smaller and, you know, and there's more clickiness to it. And, yeah. Whereas college, it's a lot bigger, right? There's more students and, you know, it's a bigger population. And, yeah. One should get some actual data on all this kind of crap. Aaron Seach, no one likes a pissed off beaver. Nobody likes a pissed off beaver. Mad Hoser, pissed off beavers age into cougars. Captain Benjicus, damn I'm late. What's up, monkeys and monkey master? What's up, Benjamin? Captain. Vasily, I took this break at the age because it was expensive and nobody wanted to play. Interesting. Grim, they made a show about cougars a few counties from where I live. I don't know the name of it, but I've heard stories. Sadly, Mad Hoser. Grim, I don't think those are the cougars Mad's talking about. Cougars, man, cougars. What is the alternate definition of cougar? Not just the big scary cat, but cougars. Anyway, Dark Vision, same but different. I stopped playing 2000 AD. 2000 AD, really? For 2 years when I was 16. Oh yeah, you're only six. Wait, hold on, Dark Commission. You're only. I'm older than you, Dark Commission. I thought we were closer to the same age. You were only 16 in 2000? Good grief, man. Oh, you stopped buying 2000 AD for 2 years when you were 16. Okay, no. I got it now. Oh, man. Grim, if there was something there I missed, I'm sorry, my mind making a random jump. No, you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. Just, you know. Totem Lord, I've lost count of the amount of people I've told off at school because I like Warhammer. Yeah, and you know what? Keep telling them off. And I mean, like, everybody's into their own things. I mean, like, you know, like it's not any different than a girl who likes unicorns, right? And I mean, like, you know, has a bunch of unicorns in her room. You know, you got Warhammer, you got models. You know what I mean? It's no big difference. You know, what really kind of, you know, get passionate about. You know what I mean? Like, there's people who get really passionate about sports. Okay, great. Get passionate about sports, you know. You're passionate about, you know, painting models and, you know, the fantasy aspect of it, playing games, and, you know what I mean? And, you know, I mean, like, it's no different. Only different in your mind. Nick Dumas, girls, the reasons the guy I play with pay me to paint for the commission. Sometimes it's good to be perpetually single. Yeah, Aaron Cougar is MILF. Wow, I think we're heading into other titles here, but anyway. Grim, I am aware, Chris. They made a show about those ladies, I suppose. Oh, was that what the show was about? Or I don't know, Grim. I don't know what Grim's talking about. Dark Commission. I'm 52. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you were saying. I mean, you're a bit older than me, but I mean, you're more mature. Jim White, the stream is making random jumps. Random jumps, like Quantum Leap. Yeah, I think people are messing with my internet right now. I wonder if I could switch channels really fast without losing anything. I'm not gonna try it. We're gonna just take it because there's only 20 minutes left of the stream anyway. We're gonna probably handle a couple emails, and then we'll be done for the day. So, yeah. Ghost Cyberman Deluxe. Personally, I feel more comfortable, less embarrassed about Warhammer now I'm at high school than when I was in middle school. Everyone at middle school is an asshole, but high schoolers are not as bad. Yeah, and then when you get into college, it's going to be even more lax. You'll get some people going like, oh, geez, these guys are into Warhammer. But, I mean, there's tons of people who are into video games. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, everybody's into something. I mean, whatever keeps you off the drugs. Whatever keeps you off the drugs is really, Of course, though, once you... No, never mind. We won't... No, we're not having that talk. Never mind. Grim. I've heard they're mostly... They're quite plastic. Mostly facelifts and such. I mean, the Cougars in your area? That's Florida, by the way. Anybody who's wondering. Grim's in Florida. I'd imagine there is a lot of plastic walking around. Grim, Quantum Leap was a great show. It was a great show. It was a great show. It's what made Scott Bakula a star, man. Aqua, yep, stream is jumping. Yeah, it's jumpy. We're jumping. Nothing I can do. I think there's people messing with my internet right now. People upstairs. Meaning my kids. I don't know why. Usually it's not trouble, but I mean, yeah. Oh man, I want to switch channels, but I don't want to mess anything up. Derek Luterus, I bring models to work and build them on my lunch break. Never gotten any grief over it. No, I mean, as you get an adult, people just kind of whatever, Jim White, Kris, handling emails like a mailman. What? Just kind of hanging on to them and not delivering them? Pixel Hobo, but isn't Warhammer plastic crack? It is plastic crack. It is. But every hobby is expensive. Every hobby. Anything you do. You know what I mean? Like you go play golf. Go look at how much golf clubs and memberships and stuff like that cost. You want to go into skydiving. Look how much that crap costs. You know what I mean? Any sport is going to cost you a whole crap ton of money. You know what I mean? Like what hobbies are there free? I mean, you want to go bird watching? Well, you're going to need some stuff. You know what I mean? Binoculars. You're going to want to get a big old set of binoculars. You might even want a camera, take pictures. You know what I mean? Like, all these things, everything costs. Everything costs. I really don't know of any free hobbies other than really creepy kind of things. Or things that might be construed as creepy. But even then, you still need, a means to get there, yeah. Ghost Starman Deluxe. So Grim is the fabled Florida man we hear about in the news? Johnny Chop Shop. Cougar Hunter? Cougar Hunter. Grim, indeed, hobo. Basically, I know people who play popular mainstream video games and make fun of other video games and people who play them. Yeah, sure. I mean, people are gonna be assholes anyway. But I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? Pixel Hobo, hell, golfing, hell. Yeah, golfing's bull anyway, man. Fucking, yeah, dumb sport. It's not even a sport. Aaron Siege, anything that keeps you sane is expensive. Yes, exactly. Jim White, 40K is expensive in time, effort, and money. It is, but all hobbies are expensive. All of them. You find me a hobby that you know. Dark Commission, origami might be free. Sure, but then you got to learn it, right? I mean, you just don't pick up a piece of paper and start folding it, and all of a sudden come up with a goose, right? I mean, you got to learn it. How are you gonna learn it? Gonna have somebody teach you? Gonna have gonna have to buy some books, take some classes, right? Then of course, what kind of paper are you using? Just stuff you find on the ground? That's gross. Are you a hobo? I hope not, because you're gonna catch something. I'm not saying origami is not free. I'm just everything costs something. Totem Lord, time is the biggest expense of any hobby. One of, yes. But what is your time worth? What is your time worth? Grim, don't forget golfers that have to fend off the gators with their clubs. Those are fun stories. Oh yeah, I love it when I see gators running across golf courses. Yeah, people are running scared out of their minds. Love it. I don't like it when they mistreat the animals though. That pisses me right off. Pixel Hobo, ha! Ghost Diamond Deluxe, as far as free male hobbies, there's what Crichton referred to as the number one in Red Dwarf. The all-time number one. I didn't really watch Red Dwarf. Kevin Cabal's laughing his head off anyway. He finds it funny. Ghost Diamond Deluxe, if you think about it, the object of golf is to play as little golf as possible. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's stupid. You hit a ball, and then you go look for it, and then you hit it again, and then you go look for it, and then you hit it again, and you go look for it. And why is the classic traditional garb of the golfer those awful fabrics? Why? Why is that? Why? And it's an elitist sport. It's elitist. Exclusionary. That's why it's bullshit. Aaron Siege. George Carlin has the best analogy of golf. Yes, he does. He does. He is absolutely right about golf. It's a BS sport. It takes up way too much real estate to begin with. Like, what kind of arrogance? You know what I mean? Like, you can't play a game on just a simple little defined field that you need acres upon acres of prime land. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me started. Totem Lord, people 212. Kris loves watching people die to alligators. Not necessarily die, but I like it. I like it in when I watch like blooper videos and like you watch like vines and stuff like that, and you see the animal, the horse kicks the guy in the head. I laugh my head off. But when I see like the equestrian stuff, when the horse is trying to jump over the fence and the horse falls forward and you see his little legs buckling and everything like that, I don't like seeing that. I feel bad for the horse. I'd rather kick the jockey's ass than, you know what I mean? All these things we see, we're laughing at, and even when people are doing things to their pets and stuff like that, and they're making their dog do dumb shit, or like dog busting into the door, or, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't mistreat your dogs. Like, come on, people. I don't abide by any kind of animal cruelty. I think that's why humanity's in trouble. Aaron Siege, Gold, the game where you can dress up like a pimp. No one will care. Johnny Wraith, I just sent you 2 emails. I know you probably won't get them. You'll get them in future shows, but I figured I'd fulfill your request ASAP. Well, awesome, Johnny. Thank you, buddy. Awesome. George, national sport of Scotland. Okay. Golf, right. Wait, golf. So joke says the pleasant walk messing up that stupid ball. Okay. Dark Commission. Someone said that golf is a good walk ruined. Right. Ghost Starman Deluxe, to quote the Inspector Goal, play and the Inspector calls. I don't play golf. I don't know. Disco Duke. I think it was Churchill who said golf was the perfect way to spoil a good walk. Yeah, that sounds like actually like a Churchill quote. All right, let's do another email. Headphones. email time. It's email time. This one is from, I believe, Nick Damone again. Yeah, it's from Nick Damone. So making some mini as a fan art for a YouTube channel outside Xbox D&D characters. First is a Warlock repainted D&D mini. Dragon Man is from Space Marine bits and a Mantic Lizard Man head. The rest are Reaper with added rat heads and side braids. Also got a bunch of animals to get to the free shipping amount. Few fun action pics with celebrity appearances mixed in. I didn't understand a word of any of that. But here we go. Here's the minis. Let me zoom out a bit here. Zoom out. There we go. Very interesting. Kind of like the Wraith things. Those are kind of cool. Oh, I like the Cthulhu pillar thing. Very interesting. Ooh, nice freehanding on the shield. That's really good. I like that. Oh, and he's a little conversion of dudes. Oh, he's got Liz Man, he's got Dark. Okay, I get it. Mold lines. Holy crap, this is a busy shot. Guy looks like, what's his name there? Army of Darkness. We even got Snow White in there. We got all sorts of people going on in here. What the hell's going on? What kind of crazy ass game we got going on here? Very cool. Oh, these are fun. Oh, look at that. What's that on his shoulder? Like a little squirrel or something? And she's got a big old braid coming down her hair, looks like. Like his eye patch, and the hat, and feather. Very cool. The snow leopard, no, black leopard, black bear. What's that? Wolverine? Is that a Wolverine? Thank you, Nick, for sending that in. Really cool stuff. Awesome, awesome, awesome work. Sorry, I'm trying to find my next email here. Yeah, let's read. Let's do this one here. Yeah, we've got 10 minutes left of the show. Let's do another email. This one is from, from Derek Luderus. Son of a beehive. Keep showing people's emails. Damn it. Sorry. Anyway. Hi, Chris. I've been busy making new HQs for my Horus Heresy army. You can never have too many. One of which, the Legion Champion, I'm really happy with. The first is the Master of Signal. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for all the help. Let's have a look. Shot's a little bit blurry, but I get what's happening here. I like the skull detail. That's really cool. Is that already sculpted onto the model? Oh yeah, that's right. We were looking at the transfers here. Yeah. It's really nice work on the transfers here. I like that. That's a tough one to do too, because I mean you have all these folds and such in the mini, and it can be kind of tough. Like the dirty feet. It's really cool. Looks like a bit of OSL in the eyes. I'm going to assume those are transfers. If those are not transfers, then that's some damn fine freehanding. If it is transfers, then some good transfers. Some good application transfer. Now, to me, at this angle, this shoulder pad looks a little bumpy. Now, is that because of the plastic, or is it, did you have a little too much paint down? Because it doesn't look like the rest of the model's overly painted, but then again, it looks like you might have primed the model black and then you were trying to build this white up. Either way, thank you, Dirk, for sending that in. Awesome stuff. Do be careful when you are doing white on models. If you can have the shoulder pads separate, you know, like if you're doing like Black Templar and you do the body black and you want the shoulder pads white, color them white, but then glue them back on. You know, that way you can kind of, you know, speed up your process. If you are going to, you know, have white elements on the model, I definitely would recommend doing it in either light gray beforehand and then edge in white, or add a white on top of it, just because it often sits on top of the black better, and you don't have to try and build up so many layers of white on top. Another good one though is ceramite white is a really good one to lay down as a base for white on top of black. It covers on top of black really well. So if you don't have ceramite white, I definitely would recommend picking up a bottle of that, because it's a really good white paint for sitting on top of black primer. It's pretty darn good. It works really well. Any comments here? Any questions in the chat? I don't think so. I missed a lot here. Ghost Star and Deluxe over on Twitch. I have come to Twitch in hopes of escaping some of the lag. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why there would be any laggage. Over on Twitch. Yeah, the Twitch is showing me all over the place. Wow. See, the thing is that I'm not sure if it's entirely on my end, if it's on Restream, because I do stream to both YouTube and Twitch. I don't think it might be Twitch and YouTube, but it could be YouTube and not so much Twitch. I don't know, because, I mean, but either way. And of course, my encoder is showing me, yeah, that there is some errors going on. I think it is. You know what, really quick, I'm just going to give this a shot. Yeah, I think the stream did just kind of quit out. Yeah. Okay. Either way. Jatham Geeky Spades, I had to stop watching on YouTube because it was crashing the app. Interesting. So, I mean, I think it might be on my end as well. But I'm wondering if it is. I wonder if it's also a combination of YouTube as well. No, I can see my thing still dropping. Either way, it's more stable. We only got a few minutes left to show. There's only so much we have to tolerate anymore. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, who's jumping over to Twitch now? Maybe we should just do the show on Twitch. Kind of like how this show used to be on Justin TV before it became Twitch. You know, so maybe we'll just go back to Twitch just being on Twitch. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so where are we? We're almost done here. Tavo, turning it off and on again solved the issue, eh? Not so much. No, I'm still seeing things on my end, I think. I switched channels and on my router, so yeah. And I'm still seeing errors. So I think basically what we'll do here is we'll end it right now. Before we get further into the hilarity. Now, mind you, this YouTube still captures all this. It's just the live broadcast is kind of just jittery, whatever. Usually the video is obviously watchable afterwards, so feel free to give it a watch later on. But anywho, if you're commission painting service, you're brand new to the hobby, you have a question about color scheme or painting techniques, just want some help, feel free to ask your questions in the live chat. Of course, if you're attending live, you can ask in the chat, and otherwise you can ask at Kris@miniwargaming.com. Send me an email. If you got pictures, send them as attachments in the email, because I don't like links off to other sites because it's just kind of BS. I prefer all the attachments in the email, and so, that way, because those other sites, they have ads and stuff like that, and I don't like other people's ads running on my crap, and you know what I mean? Like, business. It's all business. Anyway, of course, you can ask questions over on Discord. We always head over to Discord after the show, and we might head to Discord afterwards right now. And join me on waythebrush.com. Links to Discord, Facebook. That's another place you can ask your questions. And, of course, also links to Instagram and Twitter and all the other social media crap. And Way the Brush t-shirts. Get yourself a Way the Brush t-shirt. Look like a connoisseur of all that is fine, good, and holy in this universe. And, of course, links to Patreon. Give big thanks to all my Patreon supporters, as they have really made progress of the show and upgrades and such, making it very viable, and and so it's been great. And I thank the patrons, big support. And of course, don't forget, patrons, also tomorrow, I believe tomorrow, we're doing our paint along, so we're going to continue on with our projects. So don't forget, we're going to do that around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're a Patreon supporter, you get access to that. And like I said earlier in the show, the Patreon, I only ever charge for Way of the Brush. I don't charge for every video I make. I only charge just for Way of the Brush. So really, contribution from each person is not really big, and it's not a huge amount I get from everybody anyway. But whatever helps. And so I always give a big thank for everybody that supports. And again, Guy Muir for making the intro jingles for our email segments. I always got to give that guy much love, because it takes time out of a busy day and puts a smile on our faces. I think that's it. We're done. Take care of your brushes. They'll take care of you, and I will see you guys next week. Next week? Well, next week. Maybe next week. I don't know. We'll see. If it's really nice, you might not see me. But either way, follow me on Twitter, because that's how you get your updates, because I usually post to Twitter if we're not doing a show. Or on Discord. I'll post on Discord as well. Either way, just join them all. Join everything. Join it all. Ah, ha, 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 ha.